In a quiet park at the edge of a busy city, life moved fast. People hurried past with phones in their hands, bicycles rushed along the paths, and cars roared beyond the trees. Everyone seemed to be racing to reach somewhere, racing to become something, racing against time itself. High on a lamppost lived a gray pigeon named Aru. Aru was not special in size or color. He was not the fastest flyer nor the strongest bird. But Aru had one habit that set him apart. He always paused. He paused to watch the sunrise. He paused to notice fallen crumbs. And sometimes he paused to listen. One early morning, as the city stretched awake, Aru heard a faint sound. It was weak, broken, full of pain. Aru tilted his head and followed the sound to a bush near the old playground. There, tangled in a rusty wire trap left by careless humans, was a small brown squirrel. One of its legs was caught tightly. The squirrel's eyes were wide with fear, and its tiny chest rose and fell quickly. The squirrel had been trapped all night. Aru fluttered down carefully and stood a short distance away. He could see the squirrel was exhausted. It had tried to escape until it no longer had strength. Its leg was injured and it could not run. Without running, the squirrel could not hunt for food. Without food, it would not survive long. "Please," the squirrel whispered weakly, "if you can, tell someone. I'm so tired." Aru felt something heavy in his chest. But life was calling him too. The morning crowd would soon arrive. People would drop food near the shops. Aru depended on those hours to eat. If he stayed, he might miss his chance. Hunger was a real fear. Around him, other pigeons landed briefly, saw the trapped squirrel, and flew away. "Sad," one said. "But what can we do?" another added. "Life is a race," said a third. "If you stop, you fall behind." Aru watched them disappear into the sky. He looked back at the squirrel, and then he stayed. With small pecks and careful pulls, Aru began working at the wire. It was hard. His beak ached, his wings tired. The wire was old and sharp, and Aru had to be gentle not to hurt the squirrel more. Time passed. The sun rose higher. Aru missed his usual feeding time. Finally, after many tries, the wire loosened. The squirrel's leg was free, but it collapsed instantly, unable to stand. "I can't walk. I can't hunt. I can't even climb." Aru knew then that freeing the squirrel was not enough. From that day on, Aru changed his routine. Every morning, instead of flying straight to the crowded streets, he searched for food near the ground, fallen seeds, crumbs, bits others ignored. He carried them one by one to the bush where the squirrel hid. The squirrel, whose name was Nim, was ashamed at first. "You should go," Nim said. "You'll starve because of me." Aru shook his head. Life is not only about flying fast. Sometimes it's about staying. Days turned into weeks. Nim's leg slowly healed, but not completely. He could move a little, but running long distances was painful. Aru stayed close, warning him of danger, bringing food, and keeping him company during long, silent afternoons. But Aru paid a price. He grew thinner. His feathers lost some shine. Other pigeons laughed at him. "Look at him," they mocked. "Always late, always tired." "He's losing the race," they said. Aru heard them, but he did not leave. One evening, a storm hit the city. Rain poured, and wind shook the trees. A branch snapped and fell near the bush where Nim rested. Without thinking, Aru flew down and stood over Nim, spreading his wings as much as he could to shield him. That night, Aru shivered with cold, but Nim survived. Weeks later, something unexpected happened. A group of children noticed Aru's daily visits to the bush. Curious, they followed him. They saw Nim limping and struggling. They saw the old trap nearby. The children called an adult. Soon, Nim was taken to a safe wildlife center where he received care. Aru followed from above, watching silently. Before Nim was carried away, he looked up. "You didn't save my leg," Nim said softly. "You saved my life." Aru felt warmth spread through him. Days passed. Aru returned to the park alone, but something had changed. Now people noticed him. The children dropped extra food near his lamppost. A park worker removed old traps and cleaned the area. Other pigeons, seeing Aru strong again, landed closer. One morning, Aru spotted Nim in the distance, healthier, stronger, climbing a tree carefully. Nim paused, looked down, and chirped once. Aru chirped back. They both smiled in their own way. Life continued to race around them, but Aru had learned something important. Life is not a competition where the fastest always win. Sometimes, the true victory belongs to those who stop, care, and choose kindness, even when it costs them time, comfort, or strength. Because in the long race of life, compassion is never a delay. It is the destination.
Moral lesson. Life is not about how fast you move ahead, but how many lives you touch while moving forward. True success comes from kindness, patience, and standing by others when they cannot stand for themselves.
Thank you for watching Generational Animation, where every story carries a lesson and every voice echoes through time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, because the next tale might just change how you see the world of animals. See you in our next story.